welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top 7 tips on veganizing your beauty routine. For those of you who don't know me, I'm known on the internet as Vegan Beauty Girl and I have been vegan for 11 years now. One of the hardest things I found when I first went vegan was actually changing up my beauty routine. So I found the food thing really easy, and I know that's not the same for everyone, but as far as beauty went, I found it so confusing. It just didn't feel as clear cut. I couldn't just turn a product around and look through those ingredients and immediately know. It wasn't until about 5 years ago that I think I could proudly say that all of my skincare and makeup and beauty products were fully vegan, and that's crazy. But I just know how overwhelming it can feel and how confusing it is, and I'm just here to help you out, really. That's all I want to do. I want to make this transition as easy as possible. So you can find me online on Instagram as Vegan Beauty Girl, and I really think that page will be a huge help to you, so please do give it a follow, and any questions, hit me a DM. I'm not always the fastest at replying, but I will reply and I'll help you out because this is important. One more thing before we get started. I want to quickly go over the differences between vegan and cruelty-free. Whilst they should really go hand in hand, there are some subtle differences when talking about them in the beauty world that you really need to be aware of. Understand why you need both. You don't want just a vegan product and you don't want just a cruelty-free product, you want both. So vegan is all about the ingredients. So if you've got a product and all the ingredients are vegan, no animal derived products in there, then that product is vegan. On cruelty-free, we've got that the product is not tested on animals. Not only does the product have to be not tested on animals, but nowhere in the chain can it have been tested on animals. So the suppliers they buy from, they can't have tested their products on animals. Then whoever the company are selling to can't test the products on animals. Nowhere in the chain can there be animal testing. So this is why you need something that says vegan and cruelty-free. So let's get on with my top tips. Tip number 1, go through your makeup bag and your bathroom and everything and just sort everything you already own into vegan and cruelty-free and not vegan and cruelty-free, because once you know the products that you're already buying, which ones are like good and which ones are bad, it's just very good to have an idea of what brands that you're already supporting you can continue supporting and which ones you kind of want to get rid of. If you're not sure, all you need to do is a quick Google is Garnier cruelty-free. And then first result here says Garnier is neither natural nor is it cruelty-free. Garnier inherits the policy of the parent company L'Oreal, which sells their products in China and tests on animals where required by law. This is one of the things with a lot of big companies, that if they're a really big company, they will sell to China, and in China, sadly, they test all imported products on animals, and that sucks. And a lot of ethical brands have decided not to sell in China because of it. But a lot of big companies like Estee Lauder, L'Oreal, and Unilever have decided to continue selling there. So those are the companies you wouldn't support anymore. But yeah, once you've actually divided your makeup bag into 2, then you've got a load of brands that you're already using that you now know are good brands and that you're happy to support, and then you can see the brands which you're trying to move away from. And to just have note of that, like literally you might even like physically have note of that. Write a note on your phone of the products on the good side and the ones on the bad side, or take a photo once you've sorted them, and then you've got a guide to shop with going forward. Anyway, so tip number 2, figure out what else you care about. It may sound daunting already trying to go vegan and cruelty-free, but if you're already overhauling your makeup bag, you know, just go straight for it. Just think about what other things you care about, because there's a lot more to care about other than just going vegan and cruelty-free. So some people, for example, might care about looking for palm oil-free products, or that you care about zero waste, for example, plastic-free. So really think about what else you're wanting to support with your money. And there's one thing there's quite a big divide within the community on, and that's parent companies. So I think it's quite important to figure out where you stand on that. That might not come straight away to you. It might be something you decide weeks in, but just keep it in your mind and think, how do I feel on that? And the whole issue on parent companies is that, say you've got one cruelty-free brand, say Urban Decay, and they are owned by a non-cruelty-free brand, L'Oreal. Some people decide to still support Urban Decay because they themselves do not test on animals, and then other people decide to not support them because their profits are ultimately going to L'Oreal, and L'Oreal aren't nice people. For example, myself, I would not support Urban Decay because I do not want any of my money going to an animal testing company. And I also want to communicate to these brands, hey, stop selling out, stop being bought by companies that test on animals, stop doing it. And then there are a few people in community who agree with buying Urban Decay because it sets a good example and says, look, we're buying vegan products. I could do a whole other video on parent companies, to be honest, and talk about the pros and cons. But figure out where you stand on that, and you're not going to get excluded from the space. Like, I still follow a lot of people that I disagree with on that, because at the end of the day, we're all doing our bit and it's about what sits right with you. Don't hate on anyone for thinking differently to you, but just figure out where you stand on it and shop accordingly. Tip number 3 is to sign up for some vegan beauty boxes. So I'd say that vegan beauty boxes are one of the best ways to discover a whole host of new vegan products. And I've recently written out a blog post kind of based on which vegan beauty box is for you, because again, kind of to do with like the ethical add-ons. For example, there's a new beauty box which actually stocks exclusively vegan products from minority-owned businesses. So is that something that you're interested in? Shop with them, subscribe to their beauty box and discover their products. One of the best reasons though to support these vegan beauty boxes as someone new to the space is that it's a very cost-efficient way to try out a lot of new products and a lot of new brands. I really recommend them if you're looking for new vegan products to replace your old favourites. I really think they're invaluable. So I'll leave my blog post link below so you can discover a few new vegan beauty boxes. There are quite a lot of them actually these days, and they've all got something quite unique to offer, so I'll leave you to discover which one's for you. And tip number 4 is to make sure that you are getting all of your vitamins. So if you're new to veganism, there's a good chance that you're not really sure how to balance your diet out. It's a bit of a learning curve to begin with. It's not just for your skin and your hair and having that glow. I just think it's good health to make sure that you're getting the right nutrients. So if you have got any concerns on that, please do invest in some good vegan vitamins. I actually take these. It's the Vegan Vitality capsules, and these vitamins and minerals have actually specifically been formulated for vegans. It's just one capsule and it's been designed for my diet, and I get half a year's supply in this tub. So I'm actually going to leave down below an affiliate link I have with these guys. Treat yourself to some good health. I just don't think you can be too careful, you know, so just try and make sure that you're taking some vegan vitamins. Tip number 5 is to make sure that you think in advance about how you're going to replace your foundation. I think a lot of people really struggle with switching their foundation when they first try out going vegan, cruelty-free with their makeup bag. It is really, really difficult. And again, I actually have a blog post all about vegan foundations, which I'll leave below, but my top tip is to try out a lot of vegan samples before your current foundation runs out. Don't leave it until that foundation's done and dusted before you think, hey, maybe I should start trying out some vegan ones. No, because you're never gonna like the first one you try. You're probably not gonna like the first 5 you try. And if you leave it too late, then you're going to just buy a vegan foundation, find out you hate it, get all panicked and go back out and buy that old favourite of yours that you no longer want to support. Places on the high street where you can trial vegan foundations include Marks and Spencer's, The Body Shop and Charlotte Tilbury. There are a lot of foundations out there, but if you're really conscious of your money, definitely go and get the testers. And I think even if you've now got these tester pots, just go to Superdrug, because they've got so many vegan products in there, but they don't do testers. So just take your own tester pot and just fill it up. I think they'd be okay with that. Otherwise, just do it when the shop assistants aren't looking. But you don't want to be wasting all your money on foundations you don't like. But also on the topic of foundations, if you've already got your favourite foundation, literally just type in Google like vegan dupe or cruelty-free dupe. You're not the first person to go through this problem, and there's actually like streams and streams of advice online now. So whatever your favourite foundation is right now, just type that in and ask dupe. Tip number 6, join the community. For example, one of the ways that I get involved with the whole like vegan beauty community, or the biggest way probably, would be on Instagram. I just think it's so important to just go through who you follow on Instagram and just switch it up. If you're still following any non-cruelty-free brands on Instagram, unfollow them, because you're going to get jealous every time there's a new product launch. They're trying to sell you stuff and you're going to want to buy it, so please unfollow them and instead follow all of these great cruelty-free brands or all these great vegan influencers. I actually do have a genuine blog post on my favourite vegan beauty influencers, and if you give all those girls a follow, you now have an amazing feed full of all these beautiful vegan products, and you're going to want to buy those instead. Other ways to get involved is to also join Facebook groups. I think this is like the one thing I really still use Facebook for, but Facebook groups are really, really helpful. So Go join vegan Facebook groups, go join vegan beauty Facebook groups, and you can literally just type in there like, I'm looking for a good mascara on the high street, what can I get? People will help you out. People will help you out, and just any question, there will be like a dozen people answering you at least. And plus, it's a great way to make friends, and it's such a positive, lovely little community. Everyone's always very encouraging. I feel like we're really out of the days of the whole vegan police movement, and people are just being like, you know what, do what you can, and we're here to help. And I know it's a process, but we're here to help, and like any problems, we're here to help. So everyone just wants a nicer, better world, and we're here to help. Final tip, number 7. When in doubt, go to Superdrug. So Superdrug has pretty much every toilet treat you'd ever want, and all of their own brand products are cruelty free, and they are all labelled if vegan. That is really, really good. Just when that happened, it changed everything, and now you want toothpaste or deodorant or foot cream, go to Superdrug and they'll have it. Just anything that's a little bit more obscure, mouthwash for example, shaving cream, just Superdrug. It's all really, really affordable. So there goes the whole argument of vegan beauty, I can't afford it. Yeah, you can. Superdrug. Their own brand products are so affordable and they are so good. Just please give them a try. Just anything. Even me, if I'm a bit lost or in doubt or short on time, say I've run out of face wash and maybe I wanted to buy something else, but I just need face wash today, I'll go to Superdrug, I'll buy one of theirs, it'll set me back like £1.50, £2, I actually don't know the exact price. It'll be cheaper than a Pret sandwich, and I've got a new face wash. And I just pop in my lunch hour. It's accessible and it's affordable, and I love them so much for doing that. So that is actually the end of the video. If I have missed out any tip that you think would be really helpful for anyone starting out, please leave that below. I really want this to be a nice encouraging community. Yeah, let me know if any of these tips are really helping you out, and any questions as well, please leave them below. It's actually a really big topic. I've really struggled trying to just like condense it down into 7 tips, because I could speak about this for hours and hours and hours on end. And please do give me a follow on Instagram. I do promise that my account, Vegan Beauty Girl, will actually really help you out trying to discover new vegan products and get excited about them. Don't let me waffle on. Have a lovely day, and until next time, bye!